welcome. My name is Tolan and I'm the co-founder of Productivity Me. In this video, we're going to look at how to immediately insert a comment into a cell, presuming that that cell does not currently have a comment in it. So with that, we're going to look at the Shift F2 keyboard shortcut, and then we're going to look at an alternate method in order to insert a comment within a cell. So if that's interesting to you, be sure to join us for this video, and we will get started now. All right, so I'm going to open up Excel, and I'm not sure why we have two workbooks open, maybe because I'm just silly, and now we have one. So we have this worksheet open, and again, we're perhaps tracking some information of how many books we've sold, the price, the revenue per quarter, and then we have an end of year total. Again, it's really not important what is on this spreadsheet, but sometimes I find that in order to learn something, perhaps in Excel or in PowerPoint, it's useful to have just something to look at rather than, let's say, blank cells. So with that note, we're going to look at how to insert a comment. Now, if you want to insert a comment into a cell, the fastest way to do that would probably be press Shift F2. Pressing Shift F2 would automatically insert a comment into a cell, presuming that that cell does not currently have a comment. Up here in the left-hand corner, you'll have the user. So currently the user for my computer is called TAT. Those are my initials. And so if we wanted to insert a new comment, we could do that. Once you've inserted text into a comment, the way that you can exit out of the comment editing mode is to press the escape key twice. So pressing it once and twice. The difference between comments and regular entries is that if you are in, say, this cell and you change the value to say something like 900, if you press the escape key, it would cancel those changes. However, if you are making a comment or editing a comment, you can do this by Shift F2. Wow! You can either use your cursor to click outside of that specific cell and it would make those changes applied to your comment. Or if you are in a cell and you have some more comments and you don't want to use your mouse cursor, one way to apply those changes is to press the escape key once and then the escape key a second time, and those changes would be applied. So in our last video, we discussed using the escape key, but it's a little bit different when you're looking at making comments in a specific cell or editing those comments. So again, if you had a cell and you wanted to add a comment, you could press Shift F2 and that would bring up this comment dialog box. You could then add whatever you want. You press the escape key twice and that comment is now part of that cell. If you didn't remember the keyboard shortcut of Shift F2, no problem. You could instead come up here to the tab which says Review. You would click on that tab, then you would go to New Comment. You would insert a new comment and you could add whatever text. Clearly you would want to learn to spell and or type more effectively than I do, but contingent upon that being a possibility, you would press the escape key twice, and now we have all of these different comments. So an alternate method would be to just go to the Home tab for fun. We're going to press the Alt key to activate our action buttons or our buttons on our Windows ribbon. And then we're going to press the R key for the review and then C for new comment, and we could add a comment here. We again press Escape to exit out of that comment, and that comment is now part of our little universe. So again, in this video, we looked at 3 ways to insert a comment. We looked at Shift F2, which would insert a comment contingent upon that cell not having a comment. We looked at the idea of manually coming up here to the Review tab and then going to New Comment, or we can use the Alt key, which would activate the access keys, essentially the letters directly below our Windows ribbon, and then we can press R for Review and then C for Comment, and that too would create a comment. Now, in our next video, we'll look at editing comments by using the same keyboard combination, that of Shift F2. When you click on a cell that has a comment and you press Shift F2, then you can automatically edit a cell. It's a kind of a cool trick that I like using. And then, just as a very brief review, because I think it's so great, if you press Control Shift O, it would select all of your comments. So that's a keyboard shortcut that we looked at earlier in the course. Again, if you press the Control key, the Shift key, and the O key, it will select all of the cells that are currently visible which have comments in them. And I think that's a cool keyboard shortcut to keep in mind too. So in our next video, let's jump right into editing comments using the keyboard shortcut of Shift F2. I'll see you for that video, and as always, thanks for watching.